Hey everybody! I'm Yvonne Williams with Back to Earth Creations, and in today's live stream, we're just hanging out. We have a very big giveaway that I'm going to announce in a bit. And then also, we're doing a bit of mail opening and just kind of hanging out in the craft room today. It's a beautiful day. Like, gorgeous. But super warm outside. So, we do have the air conditioners rumbling in the background. I apologize if it's super loud. We're going through, checking on technical difficulties. Hey Tanya, how's it going? Getting everything kind of up and going. Hey Star. You never know when YouTube's actually sending out the notifications and whether or not the chat is going to work. Hey Jen. I'm doing great, Tanya, thanks. Hey Sabrina. So, also, the house is a wreck.
That's interesting.
Huh.
Got an update from Amazon.
Uh-huh.
Some of our packages are going to be delayed.
That's something else.
I wonder if there was an accident with the...
Yeah, I hope not. Now, we do have a couple. I'm going to open the package, then we will giveaway announcement. So this one actually came in today from a sea halter in Germany. Hey Claudia, hey Mikio. Thank you. We're actually up to 75,000 now, which is like crazy exciting. Hey Sarah. So I don't know how to get this open though. Do you have scissors in there? You know, I got it, but I'll probably need them again anyways. It is? Okay. Well, I'm opening it, Claudia. Ooh. My gosh. Okay, so I opened up. First thing I see is this cute little kitty looking at me. Oh, wow. Randy, check it. They're merfish ladies. Mermaids.
Merladies.
Check it.
Oh, those are cute.
Excuse me. Oh, they're so pretty. Oh, I guess I'll show you guys too. Look at how pretty that is. Oh, I love it. Okay. I'll put that back into the bag. Let's see what it says. It says, "Oh, hi," says the kitty. "Is this okay to read online?" Stay wild, Moonchild. Thank you. Claudia, is it okay for me to read this out loud? Okay. It says, "Dear Vaughn, and of course the wild Randy. I began this letter 1,000 times now. Due to fibromyalgia, my hands hurt a lot when doing repetitive stuff like writing, so I decided to use the computer. I hope you find it not too impersonal." I love the text, the font that you used, actually, Claudia. "I just wanted to thank you, Vaughn, for giving me inspiration and the faith in myself and my creations. I did not yet open my Etsy shop till December. It is in the plans. I am still working on the stock and stuff I'd like to keep for myself or as gifts." Right on. "I receive a very low disability pension, so at the moment it is not possible for me to become a patron," which is... Sure, I know you do not expect that, but you would deserve it, and soon I will participate. Anyway, my parents invited me to a little trip in the Czech Republic, and as I strolled through a little market, I found some little cuties, and I thought, these are for Vaughn. And I also want to thank Randy for showing us users so often that in our generation, there are still good, handsome men thought they were extinct. What? So please, both of you, stay as you are. Stay wild, Claudia. Oh, Claudia, thank you. I love this. Okay, looking up to read some comments. Hey, Abigail. Hey, Jennifer. Derpy says, "I'm in a Pikachu onesie with sunglasses and just made a Musically anyways." Good afternoon, guys. Hey, Derpy. Hey, Blue. Me and my husband are getting the keys to our townhouse on Friday, and we're moving this weekend. So starting on Friday, I'll have my craft room. Oh, Ashley, that's so exciting. Thanks, Marina. She says, wow, love your hair. I got a perm. So that's a new thing.
Like 4 days ago.
Yeah, on Saturday I got a perm. So I smell, like my hair smells like horrible.
Like you got a perm.
It smells like I got a perm. It smells like somebody farted rotten eggs all up on my head. Like, I'm just saying. Anyways, Abigail says, but thank you for the compliment. Thank you for my mug. It was such a beautiful surprise. It made my day. That was actually a gift from her name starts with a J, and I'm so bad at I wrote it in there. She purchased the mug for you. And then Randy and I covered the shipping and threw in a decal for you as kind of a little gift, but it was a really generous gift from one of the other people who hangs out here in chat. So I thought, hey Amy, not a whole lot. We've been opening mail. I got a wonderful letter from Claudia and some mermaids. Yeah, YouTube can be pretty late on some of this stuff. What is your Hogwarts house? Probably Hufflepuff, honestly. Though with my look, I'm a Ravenclaw. I don't think I'm a Ravenclaw. Randy's a Hufflepuff, he says. But honestly, if I were in the Harry Potter, I would have probably just been a Muggle. I would have never gotten my Hogwarts letter, or it'd have been like some magical critter that lives in the Forbidden Forest. Hey Cindy, thank you. Hey Amused. Okay, there we go. It went from perm to rotten eggs. Yep. Ah! Can we talk about your hair color? Henna? I do typically use henna to bring out a little bit more of the red tones, but then I got a perm and it actually lightened it. Like, okay, I know that this is a craft room hangout, but most of us have a bit of hair to speak of. Whether it's on our backs or the top of our heads or what. This is my perm. I am 100% pleased with it. Except for the smell. I had always, sorry, my eyes are itchy. I had always wanted a perm. Like, big Merida was even a thing. Hey, Fawn! Oh, it's you. I did not make these, Julie. These are actually from Laura and her sister, Suze. They took my Tandy Leather class and brought me these in a very cute bracelet as a gift, and they matched the lipstick that I've since eaten. Just a moment. I've got something in my eye. I've got, like, my hair in my eyes. Like, the smell of my hair is horrible. But I like it. Karen says, hope all are staying safe this afternoon. Just had a tornado warning. Okay. Oh, no. I hope you're all... Well, I'm glad you're okay. Hey, Valerie. I just finished painting my craft room. I'm ready to make all the crafts. Right on. So I've noticed YouTube does not notify you if you're already on YouTube. Well, that's something else twisted. I try to be pretty diligent.
Because I didn't get that date yet.
Oh, really?
It's on
YouTube. Hey, Lydia. Oh, gosh. Let's talk about the hairdo that looks... Thanks. The lady with the magic veggies and Harry Potter would suit you. That's fair. And Professor Sprout. I was gonna do a Professor Sprout cosplay and make like a little mandrake root like critter. Yeah, like how Iron Pirate cosplay did. That'd be so cool. Sabrina says I got my necklace and pendant and mug and I love them all. Excellent. Yeah, okay. Use Axe spray film. Nope, because then it's just going to smell like egg fart, like teenage boys. Yeah.
Egg fart teenage boys?
Yeah. Jessica says, hey, Vaughn, I'm glad I caught you. Thanks for the advice for my earache. Right on, but I've had such a shit day. Oh, no. Well, I hope it gets better. Seriously going to show my stylist your cut. Prior to perm, we have the same hair type. I'm a natural strawberry blonde. Right on. What I did for the perm was y'all know how I cut my hair. Like, I flip over and I do the ponytail thing and then just chop it all off. That way I have lots of layers. And then I had them use like 3 or 4 different sizes of curlers because I was like, I don't want all of my curls to be the same size. Thanks, guys. And then whenever they did the top section, they didn't establish a part line for me. They did the mohawk with the curlers, and that way that gives me a lot more up top volume. But I love it. And then I do go through and heat style just a couple right around my face because I keep playing with it so much. That's why I had it up in a bun, was because I kept touching it. It had this like satin bonnet that I had to put on to like, I needed to like wear mitten bonnet, that way I would stop touching my hair, but I not touch it. I was like, and then like, and so I had my hair and like it finally like relaxed a bit because whenever it first came off, Richard Simmons curls, hardcore, you guys, Richard Simmons curls. Sorry, I know it's a crafting live stream, but I'm so excited about my hair. I hadn't gone to a beautician in my adult life. I hadn't gone to a beautician. Sorry, this keeps getting tangled. Stop doing that, pretty earring. I guess I'm moving around too much. Yeah, Richard, so they, lottery videos. Yeah, you never know what we're going to be talking about in here. Thanks, zombie. But, they gave me some like protein restorative serum to like keep it from being like crunchy. Yeah. Well, and I figured, Emma, and I'm actually going to end up tying it back up because it is quite like thick and warm in here. I usually wear my hair in a big old bun. And so I figured this way I could get a lot of volume and style in my buns without actually having to use any products. And that's the first freeze for the phone. But yeah, I wanted to be able to just throw my hair up into a bun and be happy with the volume and the shape and everything. So I want big buns. Hey, Penny. I actually make a live stream when my internet is being crap. Melissa, Penny, have you gotten your mug yet? Maybe? I hope. Woo! Cindy says I want to become a patron. Where do I go? There should be a link down in the video description where you can follow through to my Patreon page, and then I don't know. I'm not a good person to tell you. Like, there are prompts on the page that you can follow that'll kind of help you get there. Ah, Lindy says I got my mug. Yeah, and I just wanted to remind you guys, if any of your mugs showed up chipped or cracked or demolished, because I think they played soccer with them, celebrating the World Cup. I think they played soccer and or Quidditch with most of the mug packages because y'all have been sending me some pictures. And I'm like, so I hope I packaged them nicely. Oh gosh, thanks guys. Patreon. There isn't you can pledge $25, but we have a $20 tier and then a $30 tier. And if you pledge a little, like until you get up to the 30, you're still just going to get the $20 crate, depending on which tier you sign up for. Hey, Sweet Pea. Not much. I talked about my hair for like 10 minutes is all you've missed. Oh, wow. Thank you, Zombie. Arlene says hair was fine. Right on. Well, I've got one more package. Thank you so much again, Claudia. This is wonderful. And okay, let's see. Penny did get her stuff. Ha! Oh no, Jessica says I can't get one. I'm so poor. Don't, like, please, like, I don't bring up the Patreon to try to make you guys, like, Randy and I have been rice and beans for like a decade, so that's why we made a Patreon. So it's, please invest in yourselves. Just the fact that you're here spending time with me, that's more than I could have ever hoped for. So thank you, thank you for that, really. So I'm opening another package. Oh. Ah! Eee! Okay. Look it. Oh, that's so exciting. So you guys will be able to expect to get some creepy little resin cabochon cameos in the craft crates. Because there's skulls and like an apple with a poison mark on it, and I hesitate to take it out of the package because as soon as I do, it's gonna get dog hair all over it. Same. But yeah, check that out. I love these silicone molds. And the little apple that's gonna be so neat. Ah, Sweet Pea says, I'm currently binge watching your cosplay craft along. Do you still have your outfit? I do, and it's held up really well. Are you talking about the leather one? Because it is held up surprisingly well. I want to check and see. It didn't look like there was no note, so I don't know who this was from, but thank you. Right, Penny? I love my little Sam dog. They're very upset with me because we donated our couch.
They are cross.
They are cross. They are like they're protesting. They're staging a protest on the rug.
Dude, last night, Sam.
He
laid under my chair, and about every 5 minutes, he'd come out and lick my toe.
He just licked his toe.
And
then. That's our Sam dog.
Just enough to like freak me out.
Oh, Laura says this is the first time I've been able to comment. I think you're great, and your dog looks like one of mine. What's it called? Oh, Laura, this one is Z. Who's my good boy? He says, no, I'm nobody's good boy.
The floor is
and
hard.
then that's Sam, the shadow. Hey, Sam. See, this is why I'm trying to get a tan, guys. I'm glowing. Why is this happening? There we go. You know you're like extra pasty. Cindy says, which is better, the $30 dealer choice or the wire wrap? If you want wire wrap stuff, like something jewelry oriented, recommend the wire wrap. Because the dealer choice, sometimes you'll get art prints, sometimes you'll get like scrapbooking stuff, sometimes we do leatherworking things, sometimes it'll be like 1 month I sent out knitting needles with a bunch of other stuff because I was like, I have a ton of these, let's figure out what to do with them. And sometimes it'll be things that I'm not entirely certain what to do with it, but I have a ton of it, and so I'm like, let's figure this out, guys. And so I send it out to you for you guys to use your creativity and be like, oh, well, this is a thing that I did with that, because y'all think of stuff that I would have never thought of. You know, it's they are across the floor. Lols. Yeah. Well, they have the couch upstairs in Randy's studio. They have our bed to lay on. They're just, I don't know, that couch needed to go because we're transitioning. I know it feels like I just finished rearranging the craft room, but we're moving the craft room into the living room. So
it's right where we want it. We need to move.
Yep, now that everything's right where I want it, we need to move it again. Oh no, Abigail says this week has been bad. I'm spending 22 hours a day asleep, but they can't actually get me to wake up, so I'm missing meds. 7 days without fluids. I still can't drink, so still thirsty. Oh, Abigail. But you gotta drink. You've got that mug. Emma says no more lampshade. Yay!
For now.
Bobs. I experimented with alumnite mold, making stuff, and thought I'd put in a silicone mold to have it be smooth on the outside. It did not turn out well. Oh no, stuck to the mold and ruined it. Uh-oh. Lampshade chart. Yeah, no, Z's doing much better. Again, it's an anxiety thing. One turned into an... What? Oh yeah, glowing. Okay. Woo! I'm excited to get my package for June. It'll be my first one. Right on. We sent them out, but sometimes it takes them a minute, especially for the international ones. It will... Oh, Will Spain says they just got the time to sew them a big futon mattress like bed, right? Should I do the $30 dealer's choice or the wire wrapping one? I don't know. I personally like the dealer's choice because there's more variety to what you get, and often there's a lot of overlap to what you get in the wire wrap. But if you're very specifically like, I don't want any pictures of you, I don't want any art prints, I don't want any, like, if you're going to be distraught at getting something other than jewelry making supplies, then definitely go with the wire wrapping. Hey, Jody. When I can drink again, my first drink will be out of the mug. Z-Dog, do yoga with mama, so you have less anxiety, right? I actually think me doing yoga gives him anxiety. I'm just a crusty child. My face. What, Jessica? Oh, okay. I think I missed something. Oh gosh, that's funny. Okay. Also, in other news, we have decals going up onto our Etsy, as well as more digital download content for our $10 patrons, as well as, of course I said that and then I forgot. Early release videos for the patrons. Sorry, I had to sort my words out. So now if you're a $10 or more pledger, you get to see some of my videos weeks before they're released to the public. But do not dismay if you know you're not a $10 pledger. All of my videos still find their way here to YouTube. Hey Ida, I'm back, Cyber Neighbor, right? Holy crap, zombie! So just wanted to say thanks for all the wonderful content. You make my day brighter. Well, thank you a lot. Like, wow. Well, what would you like to see us work on today, zombie? Not saying that I'm taking bribes. I'm just saying I'm taking bribes. What do you want to see us work on? Oh boy, the pressure.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah. All the things. Also, I can't get over these earrings. Like we can do a little head wobble, head wobble. Boop, 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 boop. Julie says flat wire stuff. That would be pretty cool. I actually have another tutorial coming out using flat wire. How about cool paint cabochons? We can do more of that. Art Creation says hello from France. Hello. That sounds awful, Abby. I know, right? I hope Abby, like, I got my fingers crossed for you, Abby. Like, I got a finger crossed mustache that you'll heal well and that it's like, I swear, as soon as I can get my butt across the pond, I am visiting you. And I would like for it to be in your craft room. So, zombie says I bought all the supplies. Jody says, I'm so proud of all the good work you're doing on personal improvement. Remember that you are converting some of your weight to muscle, so don't pay too much attention to the scale. That's fair, Jody. Speaking of muscles, though, boom! Like, I don't know. It's way more impressive when you're pretending and it's me. Going, like, in the mirror being like, rid of my muscle. Ashley says, I had a client at my job that watches your fire wrapping videos. Holy crap! Painting polymer clay with Lumiere paint? Yes! Yes, Emma, thank you for reminding me. The fairy pond giveaway. Holy crap, Arlene! What you doing? What do you need more for your show and do that? If it's not a process, though. That's fair. Yeah. Guns. But thank you, though. I'm really excited about like the Vonster vlog and everything that's going on over there. But before I get sidetracked again, let me announce the winner of this fairy house garden. Paying for pizza. Well, I appreciate it like a lot. Thank you. Dun dun dun. So this is the fairy house that we're giving away. And it's not really a house, it's a garden, but to me fairies can live outside. And we have another one, not quite as extravagant as this, but we have another one coming for July, so don't worry. I think you'd have to have a hell of a cake. There's a terracotta pot in this, so it's pretty heavy. So the winner was it
Amanda.
is Amanda Boyd. Congratulations, Amanda. And that's, I have to say, whenever the random number generator came up and it was for you, I was like, yes. Because you have been, I mean, there's a lot of y'all who've been with us since the beginning, but Amanda and Marie both have been pledgers like since almost month one. They've been longtime supporters of our work. Like they've been very patient even through me figuring out shipping addresses and like everything. Like I was so glad to see you guys vote, which makes me feel horrible because I want all of you guys to be able to win, but I was like, y'all, like, I'm really glad. I'm really glad for Amanda. So congratulations. And she and Marie can both see it. So, but we'll have more fairy houses coming next month. I actually have 3 that I need to get sculpted. So, and I still haven't done that because I'm a bad Vaughn. Kimberly says, just love your inspiration and attitude. You're wildly crazy and fun. I'm just distractible and obnoxious. Would you say that's a fair assessment? Also, Randy Squatch sighting. Look at this beautiful man. Hey, get back over here. Yeah, okay, so speaking of which, squirrel. I'm gonna... Whee! Oh, shit. Okay. Wrecking into stuff. Yeah, that's part of my weight loss plan, is to stop just rolling my chair everywhere in the house and actually get up and walk sometimes. But it's much more fun to just like, whee! No, it's, fortunately, they've learned to stay on the rugs, because that way they don't get run over, because I can feel where the little, lip to where the rug is that? Get some lights going. Yeah. We need to get Randy a Utilikilt. I don't think kilts are a good idea for Randy, because let's just say it's a really good thing that there's a barrier, a fabric barrier between Randy and I at all times. I'm just saying. That's all I'm going to say about that. But, do what?
Not for attack that.
Oh, that's not what I was getting at, babe. But sure, let's go that route. Kilts plus wind. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a bit. Randy would never get any work done. Colleen's like, exactly. Is your phone attached to your chair? No, it's on a tripod, just like a $15 tripod from Hallmark. Yeah. Gosh, you guys, like... Okay. What were we doing? I need to get my drink. My drink.
I think you've had enough.
You've had enough, sir. Give me keys. Hey. Whenever can you refill my drink for me? It's in my hand.
What?
I'd just rather you do it.
Better by my hand?
It is better by your hands. It is. Okay. Oh, that's so romantical. Ah! What? Marianne says Twisted and I are meeting for the first time tomorrow. Oh, guys! What size does Randy wear? LOL, think he needs a kilt for your birthday. He is, I think, currently, and honestly, I would say hold off on it because he's currently at like a 40 or a 42 waistline, but he lost 5 pounds this week. I stopped feeding him without noticing it. Hey. Because he sat there and he's like, can I have food? So, yeah. Candace says, now I need to see Randy in a kilt. No, yeah, but we've been doing the meal prep, and I've been feeding him what I've been eating, which I've been only having like 1,400 calories a day, and he needs like 2,000, because I guess, like, I don't know, men need more calories, apparently. I'm not going to say all the things that I normally say. And Sweet Pea, we're not doing a keto diet. We are doing a little bit lower carb, but we're looking for something that's sustainable. So we're adapting our old eating habits into something that is sustainable, that we don't feel, like we're not being neglected, but like going without, and it's just focusing more on whole foods and also, yeah, Melissa's like, keto's expensive. everything can be expensive, but we are focusing a lot on keeping it budget friendly, because that's part of why we started doing the whole meal prep thing anyways, was we were getting our budget in order, and I was like, we need to stop eating out so darn much. And so I was like, well, if we're gonna play, may as well just prep it. Oh no, Arlene booted herself. No beans, no bread, pasta, I'd die. Yeah, and I'm like, beans are a staple for us. Rice and beans, like, come on. But what I thought was a serving of rice is actually about 3.5 servings of rice. So just getting my portion control. I weigh in tomorrow, actually. So that's going to be exciting, because last week, for those of y'all who keep up with the Vonster vlog, last I weighed in, I was down 8 pounds in 3 weeks. So I was like, but I'm actually going to change earrings because I want to show you guys a new tutorial that involves some of that painted clay that Zombie has requested.
I'm on the raccoon diet.
You're on the raccoon diet?
Yeah.
What's the raccoon diet?
Eat whatever I can find.
Oh, that's fair. Hey. Who bought my mug? I would have to pull it up. Could you look that up for me, baby? It's just in the Etsy orders, because the name starts with a J, but, like, was it you, Jody? Like, because I don't want to say that and then Jody be like, no, it wasn't me, but I think it was Jody. Onia, thank you. Here, let me get the camera to focus back. But these are the earrings that I just shot the tutorial last night. Raccoons have cute little bellies. But I wanted to show you guys how to adapt. Do it, Randy?
I got a cute little belly.
Randy's got a cute little belly. Dark circles and eats garbage. He's basically a raccoon. I know, thank you guys so much for your generosity. Like, holy crap, I guess I better get to work. Now, also, and I didn't want to spoil it, but I'll do it for you guys. I'm shooting a video on how to use these folk art color shift. Randy equals trash panda, but he's my trash panda.
I didn't want to spoil it, but here it goes.
Well, I mean, honestly, they threw money at me. They're gonna get some spoilers. Because these folk art color shift come in such a much broader spectrum. I was only able to get my hands on 3 different colors of, it was one of the most recent ones, I believe, on 3 of the Lumiere, come on, Vaughn, you can word. The Lumiere Halo paints, but,
Jean. Jean.
Jean. It was from Jean. What was the last name?
Just Jean.
Just Jean?
Just Jean.
She didn't give us a last name. It's from Jean Abigail. Sorry. I knew it was like a J and short, and I was like, so bad with names. Did you talk to Randy about polymer clay kit giveaways? We did a bit, and we're trying to, like, we're in the process of doing, like, a cost analysis to kind of see if we could buy a bunch of stuff in bulk and then divvy it up, kind of that way. I'm not a crusted child anymore. Onia, I would recommend, for a beginner, the Primo Sculpey. It's a nice balance between the super soft and the super firm, and it comes in such a broad color spectrum. There's, like, you can cane with it, you can sculpt with it, like, you can do just about anything with Primo. And then kind of start branching off from there. Raccoon Range Squatch. Can you show us the finished cabs from the last stream? Yes, I will do that, because that way y'all can see what we're doing. Sorry, it's gonna be loud for just a sec. I hear you, chicken. Into the paint room. Turning the light on. Getting this turned around. So these guys are actually ready, I think. So here you can see kind of some of the different cabs. And actually, let me get situated, and then we can figure out what we're doing from here. I gotta get back to work. Bye, Melissa. You talked to me? Okay. You inspired me to talk to my doctor about diet and exercise. My problem is portion control. I really need a treadmill. Social anxiety keeps me from walking outside or going to a gym. Right on. And that's treadmills. They're really nice because you can control the incline. You can do a lot of those things with it. And you can also force set yourself a pace, which can be really helpful. Jane Short. Yeah, I can see how he thought about me. I'm a short Jay. Sorry, Jody. You can ask Randy. He was Sugarbug for like the first 3 years because I was like, because his first name's David, but he goes by Randy, and it's like nobody would like call him by his name. I was like, what is? I'm really bad with names. I'm so sorry, guys. The color shift paint I got at Hobby Lobby. Okay, scrolling down. Sorry, I just missed a whole bunch of comments, but I wanted to be able to show you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get the camera turned around. Sorry. Fortunately, I walk every day to and back from work. Oh, right on. So here you can see this one was one of the Lumiere paints, and then this one, the folk art paints. And I've gone through and put resin on the tops of them. Come on, resin. Yeah, it's decent enough lighting to work by, but horrible for actually taking pictures of super shiny things. Thank you, guys. But yeah, I wanted to get a head start on next month's craft crates. And so this is another one that we were able to with the folk art paint. So you can see it has some really nice flashing. And then we also, and for those of y'all who are my $10 patrons or higher, this is how the quilt cabs came out after getting domed. Which just the way that the resin really brings out that, gosh, that's just, and depending on which angle you put it. But just, I mean, super, super pretty. This was Art and Glow resin, which really, I don't think I have a preference. Art and Glow is super affordable and seems to be on par with art resin. It's a little bit more like fumey, but art resin is like twice as expensive. So I put my respirator on and opened a window because I need to keep this. Oh, they're all blurred. Sorry, guys. Tammy, how do you pour your resin on them to create a dome? I actually have a tutorial that's coming out of how I do that, but I just mix it up. You can see my kind of little messy workstation here. And I mix it, and then I use a popsicle stick to just put some onto the surface. And you can actually see here, I have them taped down. Like the tape is sticky side up. In that way, I can press the cab down and it doesn't shift around on me. Because that's really important, especially for the little ones whenever I'm poking it with a stick. Woo! Tammy says, my daughter and I started yoga with Adrian this weekend, trying to keep up. She can be kind of challenging, so don't wait on her to tell you that it's okay to take a break. Mail! The mailman! I don't know if you can see because the door is like glowing, but mail time! Okay. But yeah, these were some with some alcohol ink. Yvonne, can you guess my craft? Is it cakes? Chat about cakes. Dark Fury says, what do you do with the cabs? I wire wrap them. We're going to be making a bunch of inventory with these. I'm going to be sending them out in the craft crates for July. But I'm also shooting another tutorial showing how to make your own green onyx look-alike. And also, just to give you an idea, this is what they looked like before and after resin doming. so you can kind of see. Hey, Jim! So that's a pretty decent example of the green onyx one. Here's one before and after. Oh. Before and after with the resin on the pink. So you can really see. My favorites, though, are the ones like this. This was before resin. That was after resin. So, I mean, it just 100% just comes to life. I don't know, different techniques for a lot of these. Get this turned around. There we go. Getting the camera back in here. And then it's like 1,000,000 degrees in this room, though. There's no air conditioning. And that light is burning my flesh. So, back to the craft room. Craft room. Craft room. Hey, Randy. Mail came. Mail came. But yeah, we do a lot of like marbling and stuff. And just, I don't know, keep an eye out for the tutorials. Because they are coming soon. So now on to actually getting some of them painted for Zombie and Onia and Darlene. Because you guys are the bestest, like for realsies. So here you can see I just have a marbled, this was peacock pearl. And some, oh, what you call it? This stuff. Abigail! You should pour resin over all of them on the tile. It would make a beautiful mosaic tabletop. Placemats, keyrings, mirrors, surrounds, photo frames. Wow. I'll have to try that. Those ones in particular are for the craft crates and inventory. Oh no, Laura! But I really want to do, because we're going to be making some furniture for the new craft room, like a desk for Randy that's a little bit more tailored to his needs, and I would love to be able to give him just a beautiful resin poured desktop to function on, because he's very minimalist, I think, like by nature. You wouldn't be able to tell because I put crap all over everything, but Randy does well in a tidy environment. Don't know how he functions, so I am primed because Randy and I are two of the few, and I am not spoken for. Ladies, get on that! Sorry. And gentlemen, shit, I don't know. Sorry, Jim. Sorry. With a super chat, Randy can buy more green giant sweet corn. Run, James, run! Hordes of females are stampeding, and Jim's like, my body is ready. Oh, Yvette! Oh God! Hey, Yvette! She says, hey, Jim, do you have a kilt? Lisa, stay safe and all that. I'm too old. Never. I'm gonna be 90 chasing. And we're back. So cool. So the way that I did those cabochons, just to give you a quick little demonstration, and we'll have hopefully a much better thought out and presentation. You know, I don't want to use these ones because they already have a really nice marbling. I guess I'll just whip up a fresh batch. Oops. Okay, so we start with a relatively clean surface. Get our silicone out. Yes, I'm so glad. Tammy says, Vaughn, I'm digging the Wonder Chair program. I recommend watching a couple of different tutorials and stuff about it, but for the most part, like, it's pretty user-friendly, I think. Hey, Randy, could you turn the air conditioner back on? He's got the remote. It is the future. Our air conditioner has a remote. Sorry for the loud. It's just like wilting, swelteringly hot in here. Poor Jim. Where did you get that silicone mat? Hobby Lobby, but they have bigger and more affordable ones on Amazon. You can also take like a silicone baking mat and just cut it up into smaller. I'm outside and someone is cooking burgers. Self-control is hard. Okay, so, and you can see it's quite dirty, but that's what's nice about the silicone is it cleans off really easily, whether it's resin or clay or what have you. Let's do some greens. Some green glitter. Okay, I have to confess, I kind of hate glitter clay because it gets on everything that little glitter does. Hey TL, thank you for watching. I'm glad you like what we do. You underestimate the distance abilities of a single woman stampede. Late is late. Sorry. Have any of y'all seen Chowder? Like, for some reason, there's a correlation between Jim and Mung Dal in my mind. Like, a little bit. Never mind. It's... Okay. And this one, it's firm enough. That's not too bad. So why did I miss while I was saving nature? Bunch of stuff. We were being obnoxious. We were having good fun. And it's also, and I don't know, a lot of the creations that I make with the glitter clays, I feel like look a little bit more amateurish than with the pearls. Like, I very much prefer the pearlescent, the way that it flashes. But I've tried to replicate what other people do, like get inspired by their work, because they're using glitter and it looks amazing. So I think I might just have like a complex about it. Rada, 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 rada. You got me, Oak. Ice cream! Yeah, that was a show that Randy and I really liked because we're giant children. Almost forgot to tune in on our way to Yellowstone. Michelle, that sounds so fun. Ah! I got a shiwi and I've not tried it yet. Okay, Marianne. More off topic. I used the Go Girl or shiwi, like that basic product, and I'm like, I need a hose, like an extension hose. And Randy, I swear, was like, you've had like for 5 minutes and okay, I'm gonna be, there's kids, cover their ears, spoiler alert, like, I don't know. If you've had a penis for 5 minutes and you already want a bigger one. So but hey doggy. No, it doesn't take long at all. Mine, the corner covers ears. So it said something to keep in mind for some of those, yeah, you know, for biking and backpacking and hiking and stuff, is you might need a longer hose. So there you go, guys. Gosh, wow. They do? Okay, Yvette says they have extender hoses for them. Thank goodness. Wait, are we talking about the same thing? Yvette? Thank you, Fawn. Back on topic. Are there a tutorial for those cabs? I love that. There is one. It hasn't come out yet. I'm still trying to stay, like, ahead on, stuff. What's this? Emma said I sold 6 low-cost items. It was ridiculously quiet. What? At your craft show, Emma? Yes. Okay. Back on topic. Yum. And we've got like 6 or 7 projects going all at once. So, let me get... stuff moved off to the side. Yeah, don't give up at all, Emma. It's even now I shows where Randy and I weren't covering table. You know, after a decade of doing it, sometimes those things just happen. But you know, and I don't want to say don't take things personally, because I feel like for myself, I always have room to improve. But you know, it's don't be hard on yourself. Like, improve wherever you see room for improvement, and the rest of it, just better luck next time. Hey, baby. Were you gonna... It's been 51 minutes. Were you gonna moderate for me? Don't just be adorable and then turn away. Baby, come back. Mm-hmm. And the more experience you get, the better, too, so... But yeah, I like the colors of that glitter, though. But yeah, I really like on stiff clays that might otherwise crumble, slicing them. The lady in the stall next to me didn't make a single sale until I bought something off her at the end. Oh my gosh, Emma, that's a kindness of you to go and do that, though. Match a male external catheter to the Shiwi. That's actually a really good idea, Jim. But no, and especially, like, if everybody else in the room is, like, making bank and you're not selling well, that's whenever I really look at myself and I'm like, what do I need to do differently? But if everybody in the building is not doing that great, then it's something with the event. Like, do you think that's a pretty fair assessment, Randy?
Yeah.
I asked her after, though, and she said she didn't make a profit off what I bought. Oh gosh. You know, and that's difficult because you can't tell somebody how to price their work. But if you think about it, even if you have everything priced really reasonably, like you're making decent profit margin on all of your work, if it costs you, like, let's say $500 to do an event, you're not making profit on anything until you make more than $500, because at that point you're just trying to cover the expense of being there. So that's some place that having online sales really triumphs over doing events, because you know, with the online sales, like on Etsy, you've got like maybe max, you know, $5 to $10 cost to cover after shipping and people usually pay for shipping, but it's, you know, after Etsy fees, after everything, if you're selling a piece for quite a bit, that's the only thing that you're covering. And just from personal experience, I don't ever spend money on Facebook ads or Instagram's sponsored posts or Etsy advertisements or anything like that. I'm like, I need my audience to be generated organically. Because you can pay for, like, Facebook gave us like a $50 coupon one time to use their ads, and we got like maybe like 200 or 300 likes off of it, but likes don't translate into bills being paid or beads being bought. You know, it's like likes are not anything other than, you know, a little bit of an ego boost maybe if you care about it. And so, whereas if I run my own giveaway or I do like just diligent daily posting, I have much more organic sales than, you know, which organic is sustainable. You don't want to have to spend $50 a week to get Facebook to promote your stuff just to have, you know, what, like a $5 or $10 sale. It's like, that's not sustainable. So there's that. The average cost of a booth at a con, I can't speak for most festivals because we haven't done like craft shows. I usually expect to pay anywhere from $50 to $200. At a convention, we expect to pay anywhere from $300 to $1,000 for a booth, which is like so bad. Likes are in its majority bots. They don't add any depth to you. Right. It just gives you a more impressive number. And I feel like whenever we were applying to be guests and stuff, people would kind of cared a little bit about how many he has, but is it's like 75,000 subscribers now on our YouTube channel. But at this moment, there's 135 of you hanging out with me. I feel like this is my organic audience. You know, the people who come through and comment and like, you know, it's like that's something that it's, the numbers don't translate like, and it's, I wish it were simple, but if it were simple, everybody would do it and do it well. So it's like, I'm still just floundering around, I feel like. Twisted said, I've had people that thought my Viking weave was store-bought because of how even in uniform. Right on. That can be, it's both like a win and a, no, I made that. Like, remember to hit that thumbs up. Oh, thanks, Penny. Make that 2 kidneys. There's an event in Geek Fest coming up. That one is 85 pounds a table. I'm not sure whether to gamble with that much money just yet. And that can be really difficult, Emma, because it's prior to doing our first convention. The most we had ever paid for a craft show booth was like $50 to be able to set up a 10x10. And then we did, what was it, Chattacon in Chattanooga, Tennessee in January. And it was $100 for a table, a 6-foot table. And we were like, because we had never spent that much before. But we went and we did it, and we slept in our van to try to keep our overhead as low as possible. And we ended up, like, we sold like $7 worth of stuff out of a 6-foot table, which blew, like, the most we'd ever made at a craft show was like $200, which at the time, like, that was really good. Like, we were like, yeah, because we also had craft shows where we made $7 at an event that we paid $50 to be there. One of them, it was only a $30 booth fee at a flea market, but we only made $40 over 3 days. So it's, again, don't let it discourage you. You just have to find your market and, I don't know, hope, shake a chicken. I don't know what works. Like, that's why I'm not superstitious. I'm just kind of stitious, and I will try anything. So, what else can you use as a fairy house? I bought from Walmart and built from popsicle sticks in and out of them. Need suggestions? Right on. Jars. You can sculpt from scratch. Like, you could make a core out of tin foil. Nice, wicked. Bum, bum, ba, da, bum, 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 ba, dum, bum. Mind the Corner says, my Instagram doesn't have that many followers. I started it recently, but it's already attracting bots. I hate it. Yeah, you'll get bots on day one. Like, Randy had started his YouTube channel and had like 5 subscribers, but he already had like the spam bots that are like, I love you, check out my channel. And it's like,
was like, they like me. And then Vaughn was like, oh no.
And Randy was it's like, joke's on them. There's single ladies in the area who want to date me. Like,
I did make that
you
joke.
did make that joke. It was hilarious. Hey Connie, thank you.
Joke's on you.
Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage, Peter Dinklage, la la. Just because I can't shake my chickens because of shaken chicken syndrome, which the eggs will come out scrambled. All single ladies, all the single ladies. What were we talking about? Dang it, Vaughn. I felt like I was like conveying information too. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, next question. Oh yeah, the bots. Yeah, that was basically the end of that. Sorry, it can take a minute, especially when I'm highly distractible, to get the clay prepped. But a well-conditioned clay is very important. Yes, it's very important. Chicken chicken syndrome, scrambled eggs. Which I have to confess to you guys, Brandy told me that you could scramble an egg by shaking it.
For like 15 minutes.
For about 15 minutes, I was shaking an egg. Because I would like, at first I'd like shake an egg for like a minute. And then I cracked it and it wasn't scrambled. And he was like, well, maybe you need to do it for longer.
Clearly you didn't do it.
He's like, yeah, that was just a minute. That's not very long at all. And so, for like 5 minutes, I shook one. Not particularly bright, you guys. Not at all. So it for like 15 minutes. Oh, mine in the corner says, "Oh, Vaughn, you sweet trusting person." I didn't think he would lie to me. Apparently it doesn't, unless I was shaking him wrong. But
Were you shaking them
oh,
up and
I
down
think
or
it's
side to side?
I don't know.
It's got to be side to side.
It's got to be side to side,
Okay.
not up and down.
No.
Good lord. I think shaken chinken syndrome. I think I just made that up, but somebody else has probably already made it up also. The struggle's real though, isn't it, Kitty? Yes, he is. And I'm not going to because it's suggestive.
You know a tiger love sings?
I see, I don't even know if I can believe you, Wicked. Do it.
You know a tiger love sings?
I don't even know. Sure, they really did stuff like that in the Viking days. He succeeds because he's serious enough that I easily believe him when he fools me, right? Shake, shake, shake. Yep. I know, right? Which, honestly, Randy and I have had the same little bag of Lucky Stars that somebody gave us, like, 8 years ago in our money box. We won't take it out. Even when we were superstitious about, hey, Savanta, we're making some polymer clay cabochons. We were superstitious about replacing our old money box. We were like, well, what if...
It's a blood sacrifice.
Well, because, okay, that's a good story to tell. The first craft show that Randy and I sold at, we had, like, ever. First craft show ever. Which there's pictures of this on my Facebook if you guys want to see, like, our old booth setup and stuff. Honey, throw that sock away. Okay?
Yep.
Well, it's still on the porch. Randy hasn't go to get the mail yet.
Why I gotta be the one to get the mail?
Because I'm lazy. I mean, clearly, look at me. Anybody who's watched more than... Do what?
What?
Oh. No, well, Randy just waved his toes at me.
But I'm wearing socks.
Y'all can see his little toes peeking out the bottom. Well, then change your socks.
I'm wearing socks.
No, you got your 3 little cute little toes sticking out the bottom. I saw them. We saw it, Randy.
They're socks. They're fun.
He's so cute. Like, which, he's not neglected, you guys, I promise. He's been wearing the same jacket since he was in middle school, even though the zipper broke. Like, that's how he is. He's like, no, I don't need a new one. I just won't zip it up. It doesn't get that cold here. Do you wet, love? Lots of stuff? Ooh. Stop shaming Randy. I wasn't shaming him. I just wanted to show the little toes. What is that? What in the heck? Okay, I guess we have a second wave of mail time.
That's gonna be a bad idea. I'll put it over here.
What's that?
I don't know.
Is it to you or to me? That's to you.
Yeah.
So that's something that we ordered.
I know. That's what I'm like.
What the heck did we order? Can I open it? Do what? Who's a shave block? What's a shave block? This little piggy head moon. Yep. Ah! Let's go, right? No, Randy has the most perfect little hobbit feet toes in the whole wide world. So I'm gonna grab this mail real quick. Let's actually go over here. I'm so sorry, Zombie, that I have not made the rest of those cabochons yet. But we've been having fun, right? What's a shade block?
Shade.
Oh!
Cloth.
Shade cloth. Okay, that one's to Randy.
they're all to me.
I can't remember.
Did this package finally arrive?
Maybe.
After we panicked bought another package.
Maybe. Ooh. Girl.
What's that?
It's the new shirt that I got for myself as a present for losing 8 pounds.
Well, that is not the same color as I thought it would be.
I got myself a new tie-dye tank top. But it was like $8, so I had to.
Like $8?
It was $8. Children are fun, lucky enough to work with a bunch of them. Right on. Have you ever polished your own cabs with a jewel tool? I'm fixing to try it. I haven't, Cindy. What's a jewel tool? My blood pressure has a stalk of 84. I wonder at which point they'll call a doctor and... Oh gosh, Abigail. Do you ever have issues with tingling in your feet and legs while crafting? That has been happening lately. I just wonder if I'm the only one. If I'm sitting cross-legged in my chair, I like my feet will fall asleep, but I have more problems with the cushion my seat went out, so it's like sitting on a hard board. And you'd think for all the fluff in my butt, it would like be padding, but it doesn't. I just get my shirts on Amazon. They're actually on my wish list, so you can find them and buy them for yourself. Ooh, Elizabeth said, I just got a job unexpectedly. I walked into Kohl's to return stuff and I get hired. Noise. Okay, and then what's this? Ooh, that's beads. Am I? Oh, single dice. Oh, single dice. Ooh. So I wanted to get some new beads to send to you guys. Ooh. And so in the craft crates, you can expect to see some super cute little cubic like Swarovski crystals. So that'll be really cool. And I say that, but there's not enough for everybody, so be sure to, like, if you don't get some, don't be like, I am ripped off. So, there's the scissors. Uh-oh, careful, puppy.
Alright, the scissors.
But yeah, so this was the bonnet that I wore, the satin bonnet, for the first 2 days of my perm. What's this? What's this? Ooh! Y'all! My Fitbit knockoff!
Girl!
Girl! That's a booty hole. Wait, what?
That's a Sam dog, I think.
That is a Sam dog. Yes! Bonnie, Randy, and everyone, I'm glad I made it to your live stream. Right on! Ah, hey, Sean! Oh, thank you. Ooh.
You gotta charge it first?
I don't know. Will you read the instructions?
No, it's your device.
Ah. Please charge your new device for at least 10 minutes to have it activated before initial use. Will you plug it in to charge for me? Please.
No.
What?
It's here.
Ah. Oh shit.
How
It's
do you plug
falling.
it in?
I don't know. I guess I should read the instructions. We'll do that after the live stream. I have a pillow in my computer chair. It helps a lot. I should try that. I went on a bead binge earlier. Right on. I learned so much from the Magic School Bus. Put it on the dogs. You'll get all the steps you ever wanted. Ah, but then I'm only cheating on myself, Sean. And that's the whole point of getting it, because like Fitbits are quite expensive, and I found that for like $25 on Amazon, and it had like super good reviews. Are you going to show your fairy pond along with the tadpoles I saw a while ago? The tadpoles grew up and left without me. So it's, and when progress is made on the fairy pond, I will be sharing with you guys. this is cool. These are some silicone cabs, like molds. So this one makes a 3D, though I'm suspicious that I could also just as easily do a single pouring. And this one has a little hole plug in it. That's interesting. And it makes like a faceted crystal, which I think is going to be super neat. But you could layer the two pieces together and then fill it in through this hole on the back. Will you show us your craft room? It looks like it has been changed. I will, Jessie. Hey, Robin, thank you. Okay, let me show you guys the rest of this kit real quick, because I'm super excited. I really wanted to be able to get more molds to be able to show you or send you guys more variety in the craft crates. So here's another one that does like a little hexagon. Is that a hex? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. Septagon? Hey, Lara! Ooh. Z's working. But yeah, so super cute molds. Yeah. Because whenever I'm doming the resin onto the cabochons, anything that I have left in the bottom of the cup, whenever it starts to like really heptagon, is that what it is? I don't know. It's pretty. I forget what I was saying. Gosh, why does that happen? Like, hex is 6. Okay. PUBG time. Do well, Jerry. Did you ever get around to doing a resin cast of the fairy door you took a mold from? I did, but I didn't get video of it. Because I'm just good like that. Want to be Pokemon Go friends, Lara? Do what? No, I know, but just that she's like, hey guys, want to be my friend on Pokemon Go? I'm like, oh gosh, that's awesome. Oh no, Sean, the struggle's real on that. Bottom of the cup, leftover resin. Yep. And so at the end of it, thank you. At the end of pouring on the cabs, because it says it has a 45-minute pot time, it does not. At usually 30 minutes, it's too thick to be able to pour and get the bubbles out still. So I'll set a timer for 20 minutes, and when that timer goes off, I'll add in some glow pigments and some alcohol ink and start pouring into molds. Mine in the corner says, did you always have your name as your YouTube username, or did you start out with a silly name like mine? I just did my name because I was like, I'm not, like, that's not one of my strong suits of creativity at all. So I was just like, I have a name, and put it on there. 5 sides, pentagon, hexagon, heptagon, octagon, nonagon. 9 sides, that's some shit. Thank you. Hopefully I will retain that. No promises. I don't need more beads, I need more organizer boxes and stuff. Right on. And I might do, I don't know. I'm a hoarder when it comes to the organizers. I'm like, no, I need this. So we got some more crystal molds, some different shapes. Nice. And then I loved these ones so much, I got duplicates. Like I want like 6, if I could have as many of these as possible. I'm trying to like expand on that because I absolutely love the shape. Like the smaller one is actually my favorite because that's more manageable for most people, but this is really good for like belts and stuff. Ah! Oh, Jim, that's so cool. Hummingbirds buzzing by the door. I'm too slow. I'll hear one and be like, and it'll be gone. So, on Amazon, and all of this stuff is listed under the, I have an influencer store on Amazon, so you can go and find, like, all kinds of stuff. Hey, Lara. I finally got the Google sheet that you had emailed me for the backpacking trip to work, and then I have been going through, and I am preparing the backpacking, like I did a Vonified version, because I wasn't hooked up to the printer, and so that way I can like write it down and like scribble with crayons on it, but I'm super excited about the backpacking trip. Where did you get the Halloween mold you showed us earlier? Amazon. That one was on my wish list as well. So, bonified version. Yeah. Well, Lara is so like tidy and neat and good at things, and then I'm over here and I'm like, I must mess it up, and I can't because it's on the computer. So, but and I actually do have that book by the oatmeal. Like Randy and I bought it years ago, actually. And the blurch is very real. Like, it's my spirit animal for the most part, is the blurch. So, they are on both. Laura. Hey, I had the earrings that you and Suits gave me in earlier, but then I changed out for these ones. Just, I don't know. I felt like having a costume change halfway through. Right? So you guys need more t-shirts to say bonified in some kind of fancy form, right? Oh, the oatmeal is awesome. Super clever, super talented. Okay, back to cabochons. I can roll this way without too much trouble because the house slants that way anyways. Lisa says, what is an influencer store? Well, Randy and I became Amazon affiliates with our YouTube channel. Well, we do it together. Like, anytime that Randy posts links on his YouTube channel, also hails back to the same Amazon store. And that way, if any of y'all follow the links for the tools and materials or anything like that, then we actually get up to 10% of that, anywhere from 2 to 10% of that sale by basically being advertisers for Amazon. And an influencer store is once we got enough kind of traffic generated over on our affiliate links, they were like, hey, you can just set up a storefront that they aren't products that you've made, but it's like you can have a list of your recommended products and people can just like click on it and buy through that kind of one store. And so that way it's, I don't know, I'm not really sure how it works. Like, it started like a week ago. So it's still relatively new. Hey, little boo.
It's so new.
Yeah, it's so new, actually, that I didn't realize that it had changed all the links. Is that what you're going to say?
Yep.
Yep. And so there was a bunch of embarrassing stuff because it transferred it over to my personal wish list. So that was awkward. So back to these cabochons. So we'll have our base color of clay. Are you still here, zombie? I feel so bad. Then I'm like, what do you want me to do? Too bad. And ain't that cute, but it's wrong. We're gonna spritz it to provide a nice repel against our rubber stamp. And then I'm actually gonna stand because I really like to put a lot of pressure behind this. Because the nice and deeper you can have your imprint be, the more of a dramatic difference you're going to get whenever you put the paint on it. Nice. Nice. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Good work. What you doing on that?
Is that what that noise is?
Yeah.
So now you can see it's a nice, and it froze. So I'm says, are you going to ink them or use Lumiere paint? I'm actually going to be using the Folk Art Color Shift paint. I'm back. You just gotta hit refresh. Anytime that it does that, and huzzah, friendship, yay, Lara. Hey, Lynn. Okay. I'm actually going to be using the, no, they sell them at Hobby Lobby, though. And I don't recommend, like, every color, and I actually have a tutorial coming out showing how each of the colors behaves and reacts and stuff. And so that way you can get an idea of what colors you might like or prefer. Where in the heck? There it is. I see you. Paintbrush. Come here. Okay, I like a flat brush. What is the texture sheet stamp you just used then? These are Inkadoodle-Doos. The clear cling stamps. I like them because you can just take an acrylic piece and go like that and then stamp stuff. So they're a lot easier to store. I'll move in closer for you guys. I'm actually going to use a different tripod then. Inkadoodle-Doo! And knit that into the tripod. Sorry, I don't mean to make you all seasick with all the camera changes. And so again, it's damp. And I shake it because I use the cap as a palette. And then I get it all over my hands anyways. Gonna get just a little bit more liquid on this because I actually prefer to paint it on to the wet clay. Inkadookadoo. It's Inkadinkadoo, not Inkadoodle-Doo, sorry. God, I know. And even just using the black, whenever, and this was a green glitter polymer clay, so not my most favorite color. I don't much like the behavior of the glitter in it. I very much prefer the pearl varieties. And so you can see, you want it to be watery enough that it's not going to pool. The Lumiere paint is much better about spreading on its own, whereas the folk art is a little bit heavier bodied, I think. And so it'll glob up a little easier. That's a really good question. Does it bother you to have the phone in the way? I tried doing an Instagram live moment the other day and I kept knocking the tripod over. At first, it was I had a really hard time with it. But and that's part of why I really enjoy doing daily tutorials, is because I learned quickly. And so now I kind of just work around it. I still have trouble whenever I'm using or wielding a hammer because it swings up and then it'll bop the tripod that comes over it. But I really like these little camera arms. And so just that little bit of paint spread through all of that water on the surface of the clay. You can see how it's starting to settle. Yeah, I wouldn't say irreversibly clumsy. Like, I'm not a naturally graceful creature, but with practice creates progress in all things, for sure. And you can see, deeper stamping, you're going to get a lot more pooling. You're going to get a lot more subtle effects whenever you have a lighter imprint. So there's no right or wrong way to do this. You can just decide for yourself if you'd rather have a really nice deep imprint, and then you can also kind of just tilt it and let it run around, which is one of my favorite ways of getting a nice color blend. Now I'm going to clean my brush out and show you guys how to kind of spot drop some color in. Ooh. Yeah, here, let me zoom back out. Sorry, it gets blurry if I zoom in. And so this one's probably one of my favorite colors. This is their green flash. Aw. Oh, sorry, Rhea. That's hilarious, though. Okay, so I'm going to get just a bit. And then in the water that's already on there, I'm going to start mixing in the color. I ate them. Did I not eat the eggs I cooked this morning?
There's somebody in there.
Oh, well, it's they keep talking them out like those critters from South Park. Oh no! Battery power at 15%.
Abort.
Abort. Bye, Rhea. Saving the sculpt be fun for a long Wisconsin winters. Wire I can take out. Yeah. Ooh, right on, Laura. But yeah, so you can just come in and kind of add little flashes of different color into this and see how it starts to dissipate. And so again, we can take this and let it blend and run. I think I want a little bit more over here. Whoop. And you can go ahead and just sop some of it up. So it's almost, you could do an acrylic pour over, like a super watered down acrylic pour over your polymer clay. I did twist it. I plugged in. Is the sound okay? And you can see that's really, and this will give us some super cool effects as it dries. And you could be as simplistic and straightforward. It actually looks exactly the same after baking. It's the drying part that I feel like really makes it look different. I don't know how to make this happen fast without a hairdryer. It's a little blurry. Yeah, it's with as reflective as it is. The live camera has a hard time getting a grasp on it. And this is why I'm doing recorded tutorials of this. This was actually it's the green flash. They have a yellow one that is yellow flash. Is it better to dry natural or hair dryer, as in the results? Sarah, that's a really good question. With the hair dryer, I found it'll push the color around a little bit, which you may or may not want. But drying naturally takes forever, it feels like. So just use your own discretion. And now also, I want to just see how this moves when being mixed in with the Lumiere paints. I could probably go put it out in the sun for a minute. And so again, you can see with the Lumiere, it just floats and spreads so nicely. So let me add in a little bit of this color. And it almost behaves a little bit like watercolors whenever you're just touching it in. Because see how it's spreading? But I feel like if you have some scrap clay that you've mixed together and you don't much care for the way that it looks, it'll probably make a perfect base for some color shifting paints. So with that done, I'm actually going to take this and set it outside, and then I'm going to come back in. Cindy, this paint is gorgeous. Like, it is one of my favorite, like, this is probably my favorite color in the world. That kind of blue and green mixed together. But of course, if you show me any color, I'm like, oh yeah, that one's my favorite. So, and then you can also always do the option of spritzing. Because the added water, while it will make it take the movement, so it's pretty neat stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna quick. So I'm gonna be tied to the desk for a minute. Boop, there we go. Oh geez. I'm so sorry if the phone has been blowing up in y'all's ears. Okay, So that's my craft room. You can look at it for a minute. Holy crap! Mm. Thank you, Lori. Thank you. I hope you have a beautiful vacation. I'm gonna run this stuff outside real quick, but thank you. Okay. So one last look. That's what it's looking like before it goes out into the sun. I'll be right back. Hey, Randy, could you set me like a 10-minute timer? It's at something. And I'm back. So we had a request to see the craft room. So this is our craft room. Is a mess.
It's a bona fide mess.
It is a bona fide mess. So my battery's a little too low to bring it down. Yeah, my battery's still at like 15%. Whew. So I can't. Mine says that craft room is the size of my house. Love it. We are very lucky. The craft room is 21 feet long. Was it 21 or 24? It's over 20 feet long and then about 14 feet wide. But we're actually going to be transitioning into, if I can get the camera to reach. Into this room over here, which was our living room, but my main station is going to be centered up underneath that window. And then this room is actually going to become the yoga and dance studio. Hey Sarah, and it's because I went against that wall. That's going to be like, that table is about 4.5 feet by 9 feet. So we're gonna put a rug down, and I'm gonna do like a big tapestry painting on the wall of our business logo of the big tree with the fairy door at the base, and that's gonna be where I do yoga, because I need to keep doing this every single day. And we're also, the piano is gonna get moved to right here, because we need that area in there, and then everything that's in the paint room is like, we're actually going to be building cabinets and organized right from the get-go into that room. So hopefully that will work out okay. Which is like a 15-foot by 15-foot room. But I want to be able to have room to hoop dance, spin poi, and do basically all of the Monster vlog stuff will be happening in this room as opposed to that one. Because that one, there's no wall space for me to practice my handstands against. So, first world problems, but hey, I'm actually starting your fairy house today. I finally worked out the final kinks in all the paints that I'm going to be using and the feathers and stuff. So, Candace says, so does Randy get a 2 square foot area? Randy has his whole own studio upstairs. He just, with a computer in it, that's his, and an Xbox, and like, you know, and he hangs out down here with me. So he just sounds like a lot of shaming. Randy seems super neglected, but I try to spoil him, you guys. I really do. He spoils the heck out of me. So I try to give back any way that I can. But he will still have a desk area down here in the corner, which there is no couch in anymore. If I could scooch Bertha out of the way. We don't have the couch anymore, so that's why the dogs are sad. Let me scroll through and answer some questions for you guys. Savon, when is your dinner party at your house? Do we need to bring booze and dessert? I don't know. Yeah. Randy says yes. Wicked's doing handstands. Right on. That's awesome. Y'all do well by each other, I think. We do. Like, we don't have we don't have separation anxiety. You can't prove it. Like, but I was, he had asked me today what I wanted for my birthday, and I was like, I want to go up to the REI in Kansas City and get a backpack and hiking boots. Or shoes. Or, like, be able to try them on, like, in person. And he was like, well, you should probably have all of your camping gear assembled prior to that. That way you can make sure it all fits into your backpack. And I was like, that's a reasonable idea. And so I was like, well, if I'm going to get this camping hammock for backpacking, I need to make sure that I can sleep in it before I'm actually out backpacking. And then I was like, but I don't want to sleep away from you. And he's like, well, that's going to be a problem because you're doing an overnight backpacking trip without me. And I was like, oh yeah. So work on that. Like, Laura, can I bring a Randy-shaped body pillow with me backpacking?
She's like, whatever, but you're carrying it.
He's like, yeah, whatever, but you're carrying it. I'll fill it with helium, and I'll just have like a Randy balloon that I can bring with me. Don't forget the bath bombs, right? Thank you. Just really PMSing. Oh no! I can totally do some cooking and contribute to Tipsy Von Bonfire. Y'all, this is sounding like a party. Laura. But yeah, so I'm so excited though. Like, super excited about the camping trip. Like, Vaughn, please read out. Overseas people buy Parawire from Fusion Beads. Shipping is £14.99 rather than £45. It's a round, half round, and square wire. It's genuine Parawire. We are enchanted. The upstairs bathroom, that like we stopped using it for a while, and that's where the tub is. So, SpongeBob, Randy Bubble Buddy, right? Oh, I need to make a Randy out of animal balloons. Yes. Jim, I think it's Vaughn who wants to be able to watch Randy while she does yoga. Yeah, maybe. No, Randy gets really put off by, like, the contortion-y stuff that I want to do. He's like, that's weird. And I'm like, you're weird. So, I just got home from running errand and forgot to pick up my drugs. Oh, no. I'm in the same boat. Glad to identify. It's easier to blow off low emotions when you know the cause. That's fair. Has it been 10 minutes yet? I want to see what it looks like.
I got 3 minutes.
Ah! A Randy mannequin. Oh, that'd be kind of weird. Like, not for me, but for other people to see. Mine says I'm too fidgety to do yoga. It's... Bye, James. You can make yoga whatever you want it to be. There's so many, like, the, Ashtanga? I'm not good at pronouncing things. There's one version that kicks, it's like the most athletic thing I've ever seen. You're moving constantly. And then there's yin yoga. Well, you'll hold a single posture for like 5 or 10 minutes. So it's like different strokes for different folks. But yoga, to me, is such this umbrella term that covers so many different things. Because even just basic stretching can become yoga if you're being mindful while you're doing it. Yeah, maybe. And then Lisa. Oh, that's a fair point. Twisted said, in a balloon animal, Randy, will not be weird for other people to see. They never had balloon animal monsters in Doctor Who. They had mannequin monsters in Doctor Who. I guess that's why mannequins are weird to me. Inflatable Randy Raft, right? Isometric yoga, right? Karen says, I got a perm about 3 weeks ago. They were so nice and they're so nice. No more curling your hair. I just put in mousse and off you go. Right? It seems to be the case. Once it gets over, I didn't do my own perm. A wonderful lady named Sarah who, like, we instantly hit it off and had such a blast. Like, because it took forever. Like, I was there for, like, 6 hours. I was at the salon, yeah, like, all day. She did it. And I feel like she did a really good job. And honestly, yeah, from noon to 6.
They closed at 5.
And they closed at 5. So that's a fair point. Wolf Spain says, I like the yoga I used to do, stretching and breathing. Adrian's 30-day virgin wears my old lady butt out. Wolf, she wears butt out. It's like, so she's, kicks your butt. Yeah, doing the rollers down the center, because I have a lot of thinning here in the front from wearing my buns so tight. And they recommended some different products to me, but it was like $70, and I was like, I'll just wear my hair down and see how that helps. Yeah, Candace says get those poor doggos a bed to sleep on. They have a bed. It's just upstairs, and they want to hang out with us. Oh, wow. I saw that, Sarah. Your hair looks so pretty. Organized chaos. Okay, so that's that side of the craft room. But then we also have, sorry, distractible, this side of the craft room, which we're trying to do away with all of these rolly drawers because stuff still settles into them. So even though stuff is stored in them, it still gets like all dusty and covered in dog fur. So we're going to try to build a cabinet that the little drawers can go into, and then the door can close. What you playing now, Randy? He's on WoW still. What'd you hear me?
Timer.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that. The timer went off. I'm going to go check on this stuff. I will be right back. They want to know what server.
I could have told you if you'd not asked.
Oh God, is it raining?
Oh yeah, it's raining.
Fuck. Okay. Sorry. We're going outside, guys. Okay, so we are super lucky that it did not blow away, but I wanted you guys to see this storm that's blowing in, all beautiful like. Yeah, leave it to me. The one time, it was beautiful. There was not a cloud in the sky. So it's not raining yet, but with this wind and stuff. Oh, there's a little bit of stuff coming down. Oh, and it drug it all through it. Hey, bud. Where are you? Okay. Yeah, it's like hardly any bigger than what it was. But, so there's that. So, there went that idea. Man, that's so pretty. Ooh, and it's all windy. I'm scared. I'm going back inside. So, let me move this inside. Well, it's every time it gets even sort of windy. No, Ember. Whoops. Man, it makes like a vacuum on the house. I didn't mean to slam the door. I'm sorry. Every time it gets windy like that and I'm outside, I remember when I was a kid.
Is it really windy?
It's super windy outside. I'm bringing the camera back in, but I need to grab that thing. Randy says he forgot what server he's in. I'll be right back.
We're going to move out of this room because that is an annoying sound. And her being plugged in isn't going to help any.
Can you check the weather on your phone?
Yeah, here you go. What asked you?
Looking for natural lighting?
No, just getting it out of the room with the...
Oh. So the power went out. I'm not nervous, you're nervous. Oh my god. But look at how pretty this is, but it's so windy outside. Can you check the weather on your phone?
Yeah, I'm shutting off the computer.
Okay, that's fair. Ah, I'm panicking. Loud noises! I don't want to die. I don't know. It's Doomsday, most eventful live ever. Is there a funnel coming? Probably. I'm gonna go double check upstairs to make sure all the windows are closed.
Yeah, the one in the studio.
Okay, I'm gonna let you guys go. I know that this is such an adventure, but we've got to like batten down and we might have to get into the basement. We will keep you guys posted. So.
Well, according to the Weather Channel, it's only partly cloudy.
Well, it's partly cloudy. Storm watch with Vaughn. I don't know, do you think we should keep hanging out with him?
That's up to you.
Okay, I'm still here. But I am gonna let you guys go because I don't want to die on camera if we die. So, but I will keep you guys posted. Like, yeah. So, I don't really know how I'll do that, but have a wonderful day, you guys. Quick crafters, craft a shield over 'em, right? Yeah, the phone's about to die anyways, about like 12%. That's a really good point, Emma. Love you guys. Bye. I'll post on like Instagram and Facebook that we survived the storm. Be safe and have fun, guys.